Hey everyone, Saru here. Today we've got something pretty special. I stepped into a GameStop for the first time in probably a couple years, maybe. It's at least been over a year since I've walked into a GameStop to buy anything. But I went into GameStop and picked up a ModRetro Chromatic, which is essentially an FPGA Game Boy. For the Game Boy enthusiast, for sure. I specifically got the GameStop one because one, today's December the 1st. It's the release date of this console. I believe people are getting their ordered ones from Chromatic that they got probably today or the next couple of days. But today is the official release day of the retail version, which is this gray one here that I got. Now, this is definitely something for the Game Boy enthusiast because it carries a price tag of $199, which is pretty steep, and it's even more after tax. I would have liked to have gotten some accessories, like there's a rechargeable battery, some matching headphones, but pretty much this is all I could afford to get was the base unit, and then, like I said, of course, there is sales tax. But the console itself is a Game Boy FPGA console. It's got the original Game Boy resolution of 160 by 140. Is it? Or 160 by 144. Oh my god, I'm working on a Game Boy game and I don't remember. 160 by 144, I believe, is the Game Boy's original resolution. It does come in a lot of colors here. All the colors that it comes with, they're special names. It's like black, pink, blue, green, yellow, orange, and this gray one that I got. This is retail exclusive. It also comes with Tetris, which is pretty cool, and it's a new original version of Tetris specifically for this console. But I was very excited to pick this up. Man, this box is really nice too, actually. There's like a little see-through window here. You can see the color. Here we go. Chromatic. Ooh, I like this. I like this text much better. That would have been cool on the front. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh. That is pretty cool though. The Chromatic. I don't know if it's going to be worth $199. I last night on our live stream was advocating pretty hard for this. Mainly because I pre-ordered one. And so hopefully I don't regret my purchase. Oh my gosh, this feels so nice. It feels really good. Ooh, it's cool to the touch. So cool because it's like a aluminum alloy shell. Is this the IR thing? I believe it is. I think this is the IR pointer. And then it does also have a link cable socket. You've got your 3.5 headphone jack, which is pretty awesome. USB-C. Now I would like to get the rechargeable batteries. Also, the screen, by the way, is a specific screen. It is a crystal something or another. I don't sapphire crystal display, they said on the website. All right, let's go ahead and take a look and see what else is in here. We have a ModRetro branded Tetris, which is a new Tetris made for Game Boy Color. This is supposed to work with other Game Boy hardware. I've seen people plug this into other things, which is kind of cool. We'll just set it on top of our Game Boy there. And then we got batteries, which is good because I don't have any AAA batteries. Or I'm sorry, AAA. I don't have any AA batteries in the house. They're all dead. Every single one of them. So it's cool that this came with some. I don't want to open it, but you know what? Who cares? Check this out. ModRetro. Oops, focus. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that D-pad feels so good. So do these buttons. It said the buttons were polymer buttons or semi-glossy something or another. How do you open? Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh, look, we have the contacts for the rechargeable battery too. Made in Mexico. Dude, this is so nice for just being a battery door. It's got these like rubber things that I assume are to hold your batteries in and your rechargeable battery. On the inside, it's got embossed ModRetro, which is funny because you'd never even see that, but it's just such a small little touch of detail. Same thing with here on the inside. We've got the ModRetro logo. Here we go. There we are. Oh my gosh, you guys, it feels so good. What do we play? Let's see, what else do I have? I have a lot of stuff. I just gotta go through and clean them. This is Daiku no Gensan, otherwise known here as Hammer and Harry. Please be clean. Please be clean and work. Oh, there we go. Oh my gosh. This speaker is loud. Can you guys see this screen? Oh my gosh. Is it bigger than this screen? Or is it same size? I can't tell. Here's my Game Boy Color here. Oh my gosh, that screen is so nice. Where's the volume rocker? Is this it? Oh, let's lower the volume. Because this guy is loud. Look at this color. What a nice color. I love this. I love it. Wow, this screen is absolutely gorgeous. I don't even know how to describe it. But apparently you could also change like the Super Game Boy like filters, or not filters, the colors. This has no filters. This is just like the real resolution. Unlike the Analog Pocket or even the Funny Playing FPGA, which I almost bought actually before I decided to pre-order this guy. I feel like if I had bought the Funny Playing FPGA thing, I would not have gotten this because I wouldn't have been able to afford it. This is twice the price though, because you can get a Funny Playing Game Boy Color. And that comes with, you know, it's already pre-assembled, modded screen, all that stuff, right? For $99 plus shipping. So you're probably gonna pay like, I don't know, 10 bucks, 120 bucks when all said and done for the Funny Playing. But the Funny Playing Game Boy is made with off-the-shelf parts, right? So you've got a screen that's not quite true to the Game Boy like this one is. And I believe this screen is custom made for this specific device. So that's really nice. All right, let's play some other stuff. So this screen is specific to this device. It's not an off-the-shelf screen like you would get with the Funny Playing Game Boy. Even the Analog Pocket is an off-the-shelf screen. They didn't specifically make that for the Analog Pocket. The Analog Pocket does simulate the screen density, I want to say. Not the resolution, obviously, because like the Analog Pocket's like what, like 1024 by 768 or something. Might even be higher than that. Cool. This is the Tetris. Man, that looks nice. Man. Oh, that is so, it feels so good. Maybe it helps to actually put them down like I'm trying to play this game, huh? Yeah, this feels premium. It does, you guys. It feels really good. I don't know how to explain it. Oh my god. Maybe I should look at the screen. I was worried that, you know, I was going to get a device that was too expensive and didn't have me feeling excited, but this has me feeling some kind of way, and I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. So this is not going to come through on this camera because this is a DJI Pocket vlogging camera. But let me tell you, this screen is like the prettiest screen I have seen on any portable device ever. The viewing angle is amazing. You can see it from pretty much pretty much any viewpoint, and you can see the screen really well. My gosh. And just for comparison, here is the Game Boy Color. So next to the Game Boy Color, it is quite it's a thick boy, but not by a lot, really. The spirit of the Game Boy is there. Now, a lot of people will say, why would you get this and not an analog pocket? Well, if I wanted to get, an analog pocket, for like a pocket catch-all system, like I have like plenty portables that are like emulation devices, right? I don't have any that are FPGA that are portables. This is the first FPGA portable thing I've bought, though I do have other analog products like the Super NT and the Analog Duo, which has a bunch of issues, but I'll get into that some other time. But the Super NT is amazing, but I never dipped into the pocket. The reason why I was so intrigued by this device in specific is because it does what it's meant to do, and it does it well, right? It plays Game Boy games and Game Boy Color games in the resolution that it's meant to be played. You can even see that pixel density. You can see those lines between every single little pixel. It's not trying to wear a bunch of different hats like something like the Analog Pocket, for instance. And the Analog Pocket, you're going to turn this on, it's going to boot straight into your game. You're not going to see any analog BIOS screen. You don't even see the Game Boy's BIOS screen. It just goes straight into the game. So if you're looking for something that you're just gonna pop your games into and just start playing, this is a great device. And like I said, it is an expensive device at $200. You can get an Analog Pocket for what, $220 plus like 50 shipping or whatever. So for about $50 more, you can get an Analog Pocket and play all the different things. But like I said, I feel like this is made for a different audience. This is definitely made for the Game Boy enthusiast. Sure, it doesn't play Game Boy Color because the resolution is not the same. So it's not going to play... No, I'm sorry, not Game Boy Color. It's not going to play your Game Boy Advance games, because the Game Boy Advance resolution and the Game Boy Color resolution are completely different. And since this is trying to give you a out-of-box premium Game Boy experience, you're only going to get a Game Boy. Man, everything about this feels so nice. So if you're a Game Boy fan and you just want to play something on an already tricked out Game Boy Color, this is an awesome device, and I really think, personally, I think it is worth the $200 price tag. So I've got quite a few Game Boy games. I don't know, maybe 60-ish Game Boy games. So a device like this is good for someone who already has a library of games, or someone who wants to buy a device like this and start to collect a library of games. Game Boy games loose you can find on the cheap. They're not super expensive, and this screen is something. It's magnificent. It's a magnificent screen. Absolutely beautiful. I really like it. Let's take a quick look at like the Game Boy, right? Like you look at these screens. Obviously, this device is super old. So there's the Game Boy BIOS screen. And the backlight is on right now on this Game Boy. Look at this. Night and day with this. Right? Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Alright. Alright, shut up, SP. But here it is next to an SP. It's not really, I don't think it's fair to compare it to a Game Boy SP simply because the Game Boy Advance SP plays Game Boy Advance. It is a Game Boy Advance first and foremost, with Game Boy being an afterthought. If you're, like I said, a Game Boy enthusiasts, this is a great device. You're supposed to be able to capture USB-C video out. I don't know if it captures audio. I'm not going to do that for this video here and now. But maybe later on I might stream it on Twitch if we can get audio out of it as well. Getting the rechargeable battery for this is going to be the one thing that I do really want for this, is to get the rechargeable battery, and then it'll charge with a cable via USB-C, which will be super nice. It'll be super nice to be able to use a USB-C charger for this thing. But like I said, 160 by 144 pixel perfect display to the Game Boy, about the same size. Obviously this is a hefty device compared to this, because this is the aluminum alloy magnesium titanium sulfate, I don't know, whatever, titanium, what is it, aluminum alloy I keep forgetting, aluminum alloy shell. So it is a hefty device for sure. Ooh, you know what? This is cool right here. You got a little loopy loop for your charm, just like the original Game Boy. And I have the perfect charm for this guy. But personally, I think it is an expensive device, but I think you're getting what you pay for. Because think about it, if you go out and buy a Game Boy, right? First off, I don't want to destroy my Game Boy. I want to leave my childhood Game Boy Color intact. I don't want to open this. For the same reason I didn't open my TurboGrafx GT, because I just don't want to mess with the integrity of the console itself. If it was broken or something, sure, let's crack it open, let's do all the modding, blah, blah, blah. But say you didn't have it, you wanted to get an original Game Boy, you're going to spend, whatever, $80, $100 on an original Game Boy, your mods, the time that it's going to take you to mod it, it's going to cost you, I don't know, maybe around $150, $160. This is already out of the box a premium device with an amazing display. And it's got a little hooky for your charms. So I made this charm. I call him GB Chew. I have this line of acrylic charms that I make. And this one is one for a Game Boy. This one was one of my first charms though, so it might be time to redesign this guy. But I'm going to open one up here so that I can put him on my strappy. I think it'll be super cool. Super cool. But yes, we sell these on my website. If you want to shameless plug, go to sarumaru.com. You can buy these charms, and you could also buy our game FX Unit Yuki and soon other games on our website. Let's see, how do we put this in? Will I be able to take you out is the question. Once I put you in Chimey Charm, will I be able to get you out of here? Let's find out. There we go. Alright, don't drop the expensive Game Boy. Seriously, this is like probably one of the most expensive handhelds I bought in a while. Oh my gosh, look at that! Yes! I love that. Oh my god, they're almost the same color too. But look at him! That's so cute. Oh my gosh, this is great. So this is awesome. I like it. I like it a lot. I do not regret getting it. At first, I did have a bit of buyer's remorse prior to playing with the device. But now that I've actually played with the device itself, it feels pretty good. Oh, you know what? Let me try really quick Pokemon Pinball and see if Rumble. See if we can Rumble. It says it's compatible with all the cards. God. Oh my god. I can't tell you how much time I've spent playing this game. I absolutely love Pokemon Pinball. Man, I keep lowering this thing. I feel like it just wants to be loud. The device is like, I have a premium speaker as well. Oh yeah, the Rumble works. It's vibrating. It's vibrating! Oh no, I can get stuck on this game for hours, especially now that I can see it so clearly. Oh my god, what a beautiful screen. Gorgeous screen, really. It is superb. I love it. I love it. Very, very cool. I am I am happy with this product. So, like I said, you have options, right? But I like being able to play my physical games. One of the reasons I got a Polymega was because I could insert my physical games. Granted, my Polymega, I just bricked it with the update, but we'll see what happens with that later. Um, it's another reason why I got the Evercade, because with the Evercade, I just wanted to play cartridges. I wanted to have the feeling of opening up new cartridges, right? This is a whole other feeling entirely, you know? I want to rekindle those days of playing, you know, on a Game Boy Color without having to stand under the brightest lamp possible just to play some Game Boy and Game Boy Color games. And like I said, I have quite a bit. This isn't even all the Game Boy games I have, and I have quite a bit. These are all the ones that I was able to find in one spot. But if I dig around, I'm sure I will find more. And if you have a big library of Game Boy games, this is an excellent way to play them, is with this device here. But like I said, there are options. There are obviously cheaper options, like the Funny Playing Game Boy Color. But like I said, with that one, it's color. The screen looks good. It's not going to be as good as this screen. This screen blows that out of the water. So yes, you're paying half the price, but you're also getting a much different experience, I believe, because that one, like I said, it's an off-the-shelf screen that simulates what the ModRetro, or I'm sorry, what the Game Boy does. The ModRetro does it natively. But anyway, this video has droned on for far too long. I might do another video regarding this device in the future. But anyway, guys, I really appreciate everyone stopping in here, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.
サルマルシールバスターズ